What's up, fuckers, and welcome to my first rebuild here on NBA 2K23. Today we're going to be using the Los Angeles Lakers, a team that is in a desperate need of a rebuild. We got a 3-year normal rebuild, basically the way I always do them, and our goal is obviously get the Lakers another championship. So this is obviously my first rebuild on 2K23, so you guys got to kind of take it easy with me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't run through one of these yet. Obviously, it'll be very, very similar to how it's been in years past, but I also want to apologize that I didn't have this up yesterday. I know a lot of other 2K YouTubers posted yesterday. Reason I didn't is because I'm not on Xbox, and you can't just change your time zone and get access early on the PS5. So that sucks, but we're here today, and I'm super pumped for 2K23. And finally, before we do get into this one, if you guys are new around here, first time checking out one of my videos, we'd love to have you guys here in the community. Stick around a while, hit that subscribe button, and join already the great community we have here on this channel. Also, I want to hear from you guys. What team do you want to see me rebuild next? Let me know down below in the comments section. But more importantly, we got a Lakers rebuild to do. Let's hop into it. Here's what it is. This is my first look at NBA 2K23. As I'm sure a lot of you do know, I am on the next gen. So this is what it looks like here on PS5 and the new Xbox. I'm not quite sure what it looks like on, I hate to say old gen, just because it hasn't been new gen for that long, or next gen, whatever you want to call it. But more importantly, here's what we got. This is this Lakers roster. So let's go over it. Let's get into it immediately, and let's go over some things. And also, much different, I guess, from my other rebuilds. When I do, 2022, 2023 rebuilds back in 2K22, I don't allow myself to make trades in year one. And that's strictly based off the fact that this is what I think the actual roster is going to look like. Now that we're here in 2K23, I'm going to make a ton of trades before year one. And it's probably going to be starting with this man right here. I hate to say it. I also think he's getting a little bit disrespected. I think a 78 overall is a little bit low. I'm not even going to lie to y'all, but he's probably not going to be here. I like Russell Westbrook, but, I don't think that trade is one that LeBron probably wants to do again. They probably want to move on from him. I think it makes sense. The only problem is actually kind of finding a trade partner. But I want to make it abundantly clear that this is not a realistic rebuild whatsoever. If you want a realistic rebuild, this is not the video for you. So let's just put that out there into the universe now, because I still get comments from people saying, hey man, why the hell are you doing this? When that's just not realistic, and that's just not what I do. So, Russell Westbrook, Kendrick Nunn, hopefully Kendrick Nunn's back. I don't even, what did he do again? Bang his knee on a coffee table and he was out 8 months or whatever the hell it was. But yeah, apparently he's back, fully healthy, playing basketball for the Lakers. Patrick Beverley, the newest Los Angeles Laker, came over in a trade with the Utah Jazz. They sent Taylor Horton-Tucker and Stanley Johnson over there. I think Beverly's going to add a lot to this team. Obviously, some good defense, really tenacious. One of those guys who's just really annoying to play against. Really good basketball player. Lonnie Walker signed a 1-year deal with this team in the offseason. They do have a bunch of 1-year deals. Basically, the way their kind of roster was constructed, there wasn't a ton of cap space. They had to go get guys on 1-year, pretty cheap contracts. Austin Reeves has kind of come out and kind of shown a lot of potential. So I would like to maybe use him today. Is he not a better three-point shooter than a C+? I guess he was only 31%. Wow, I don't know why I thought he was higher. My bad. Max Christie here as well was their second-round pick in this past year's draft. That's annoying. Every time I click on a player, it goes all the way back to that number, that loading screen normal. That's weird. Lebron James, 37 years old, still doing his thing. Still one of the best players in the world. I'll keep him as long as he doesn't retire, obviously. Juan Toscano Anderson, Troy Brown Jr., two free agents they signed this offseason. Here's what one of the problems is, the power forward spot. Now, I'm probably going to start Anthony Davis at the power forward spot just because we have Thomas Bryant and Damian Jones at the center spots. I just don't know if these are long-term viable options for a team you kind of want to be winning with now. We don't really have a ton of picks, so we don't really have a reason to tank, but we also don't really have a ton of talent besides LeBron and Anthony Davis. So we're going to have to make a lot of trades. And let's just hop right into them. This is what the first trade we're going to be making in 2K23 looks like. It's definitely not the best trade, but it's a trade that I think allows us to maybe win some more games. Now, we do unfortunately have to give up one of the only remaining picks we do have, our unprotected first in 2025. It's Russell Westbrook, Troy Brown Jr. in that pick for Scary Terry and Gordon Hayward, two former Celtics, so it does hurt to see them in a Lakers uniform. But the way I'm going to kind of do this, I think I'll probably just start LeBron at the power forward spot. Let Gordon Hayward run the starting three, and honestly, it's not too bad. It's definitely two upgrades at the two positions that we had. Obviously, with LeBron moving to power forward, you know what I'm saying? But, we're not done making trades, though. I think, obviously, we have a decent amount of shooting guard depth now. Terry Rozier will definitely be starting. I'm probably going to have Beverly off the bench. So I don't really need Lonnie Walker. He is on a 1-year deal. May keep Austin Reeves around, but I definitely am in the market for a new point guard, so let's go find one. This is going to be our second trade, and it's going to be coming with the Phoenix Suns. Lonnie Walker, Damian Jones, and Max Christie heading over there for Cameron Johnson and Cameron Payne. Now, the reason I'm doing this trade, you might be sitting here and saying you're looking for an upgrade at the point guard spot. I'm just going to start Pat Bev right at the point guard spot. Scary Terry will be starting most likely just at the 2, and then we'll figure out what we want to do with Cam Johnson, Cameron Payne. Will be his backup at the starting point guard spot. Whoops, my bad. Okay, what? Okay, Jesus, that's a lot of buttons to click for a trade. Let me figure out if we're all set with this rotation now. We're going to try to finalize our backup power forward spot, and we're going to do that by hopefully sending Juan Toscano-Anderson 2 seconds over to the Chicago Bulls for Javonte Green, who would not be a bad backup power forward option. I'd like an upgrade from Wenyen Gabriel, and I think Javonte Green would definitely provide that. They want Austin Reeves for Tony Bradley. Unfortunately, I'm just not going to do that. I think Austin Reeves is going to be a pretty key part to this team. Also, there's a new way to find like the draft picks now. Instead of just like clicking, you click once, it automatically brings up your roster. You have to click whatever the hell this is to go find your draft picks, which is a little bit annoying. I'm not even going to lie, but I'll get used to it and we'll adapt. They agree to that. So it's 4 second-round picks, which is a lot for Javonte Green. Don't get me wrong, but I ultimately really didn't feel like I'm ever going to use second-round picks. So now what I'm going to do, just before we get into year 1, is I'm going to maybe trade guys like Wenyen Gabriel, probably even Kendrick Nunn, to see if we can get some first-round picks, maybe just recuperate a couple assets a little bit. So let's see. Kendrick Nunn, 74 overall. Anybody want to give me any sort of pick for him? Really does not need, or just somebody honestly on like a multi-year deal, just so I can maybe trade somebody next offseason. All right, the New Orleans Pelicans want to give me a first-round pick. It's not a valuable first-round pick, but it's a pick, so I will take it. It obviously could be an asset maybe sometime down the line. Maybe we can use it. Again, if there are any Lakers fans out there watching this video that are not too happy with me for basically blowing up their entire roster, I apologize, but I think I gave you a much better one. Let me set the rotation before the start of year 1. We're done making trades for year 1, and this is how it's going to look. I'm really excited to see how this roster put together actually plays. You know, I was kind of thinking about before we did start simming year 1, just let him ride it out. Let's just see how it works with this current Lakers roster, but then again, in a 3-year rebuild without a ton of assets, I don't really have time to screw around and tank, and I don't really have any reason to tank. LeBron's not getting any younger. We don't have any draft picks. Let's just go for it. That's just a little bit of my explanation for you guys who are thinking, why don't you just give them a try anyways? But I'm loving this new and improved Lakers roster. Patrick Beverley, Terry Rozier, LeBron James, Cam Johnson, Anthony Davis. I'm letting Gordon Hayward kind of anchor that second unit off the bench. I think that's kind of what makes the most sense here. I kind of like having Cam Johnson in that starting 5 next to AD and LeBron. So Hayward will take over that second unit, followed by Javonte Green, Cameron Payne, Thomas Bryant, and Austin Reeves. It's definitely not a great bench, but it's one that I think is good enough, and it's definitely better than what the Lakers have right now. It's one that's hopefully good enough to at least help us get back in the playoffs. That's ultimately the goal here for year 1. I don't think we're winning a championship, but we will see what happens, and I will see you guys at the end of year 1 here in Los Angeles. I have a couple main points right now. One being Luke is still obviously absolutely loved by 2K, as you can see, with a 41-point triple-double. I wouldn't want to start 2K23 any other way. The second being they put the record back in while you're simulating, which I love. That's great. It's something we've all missed probably while you're actually simulating a season. They took out your standings, though. How do you have like a W and then just a corresponding fat fucking L? Like, I don't understand how this company operates. I really don't. Maybe they can't have both. Maybe it slows down the sim speed like unbelievably fast, but that's an L in my opinion. Why? I just want to see what seed I am while I'm simming. I also want to see my record. But Luka Doncic, MVP. I mean, yeah, this game's a very big fan of him. 41-point triple-double. Jabari Smith Jr., Rookie of the Year for the Houston Rockets. 18.5 points per game, 8 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 3rd overall pick, Rookie of the Year. Simmons, 6th Man of the Year. So this was obviously a big thing in 2K22. He tended to win it a lot while he was on the Nets when he got traded to the Nets. My thing is, I don't really see him coming off the bench for the Nets. I think he'll probably find a way in that starting 5. I know a couple reports have mentioned that they may look to start him even at the center spot. So I don't think Simmons will be a 6th man in real life, but hey, cool for 2K. Anthony Davis bounces back. I obviously don't play with injuries on, and he wins a DPOY. 22 points, 11 rebounds, 3.5 assists. You love to see that from our second best player on this team. Alperen Şengün, most improved. Chris Finch, head coach. Coach of the Year. Head coach of the year. That sounded weird. Congrats to the Minnesota Timberwolves, though. So let's take a look at the standings. Let's see how we did. We were the 2 seed here at 55-27. So I was able to keep track of that record throughout the year. I just wish I knew what seed we were. That changed. I guess it's RB now to switch over to the different conference. Let's take a look at the East here. The 76ers, the Cavs, the Miami Heat. This Cavs team is going to be nice. Oh, wow. I don't think Chetty Osman will start, but, like, my God. Where is Isaac Okoro? Oh, this is a little disrespectful, I feel. I think he should be around a 78, 79. It's a little disrespectful. Let's take a look at the numbers on the year. Let's take a look at the season stats. Whoa. No, I'm in the right thing. What the hell? Is there no points per game anymore? Am I, like, missing it? I just want to see, like, points per game. Is that, like, really? Oh, view points per game. It's like you have to hit a button now. What the world? All right, LeBron led us in scoring, followed by Anthony Davis, Scary Terry, Cam Johnson, Gordon Hayward, campaign, Beverly goes on. Rebounds was led by Anthony Davis, and assists we were led by LeBron. That's an interesting change. Like, they just showed you, like, the total points and, like, total rebounds and assists for everybody. Interesting new addition. It feels good to say that the Lakers are not in the play-in. We're going to see who we're playing after the play-in. It's the Phoenix Suns, so we got a rematch. What was this, the first round? Back in the 2021 playoffs, I believe that's what it was. This is a very talented team, obviously. CP3, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges. We obviously took Cameron Johnson from them. They're starting Jay Crowder. I think they actually start Jay Crowder. Anyways, DeAndre Ayton, Dario Saric, Lonnie Walker, we traded to them. Torrey Craig, Landry Shamet. So that's a very good team. I would not say that team is probably playing material. I'd say they're definitely in the playoffs. We are up 3-1 against them, though, and we win in 5. That's fine by me, and oh boy. Here comes my real first test against the Pelicans. I will say they looks like, I don't want to say nerfed, but like they decreased Zion's overall a little bit. He doesn't start out as like a 90 now. Yeah, I mean, it didn't really do a ton, but like he's obviously still a very talented basketball player. That's not me saying like he's not insanely talented. Obviously he is. But like the Zion effect in 2K, I'm sure a lot of you know it really well, is a pretty painful one to actually have to deal with. But we are up 3-1 here in round 2 against them and win 5 once again. Minnesota Timberwolves kind of revamped their team this offseason. And they obviously have probably one of, if not the most talented front courts in the league. Anthony Edwards, former number 1 overall pick. They got D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Noel, and a decent bench. It's not a horrible bench. It's not a great bench, but they're the 1 seed. So we're on their home floor. We lose the first 2 games. We win game 3, win game 4, down 3-2, and we lose in 6 in year 1. Whoa, did that just, oh, what? Oh, I forgot there's Western and Eastern Conference Finals MVPs now. I should have remembered because my boy Jason Tatum won one last year. And, yeah, 76ers in the finals. Well, you know, I'd like to see the 76ers get out of the second round before they win a finals, but that's just me. Are they going to win the first finals here in 2K23? They sweep the Minnesota Timberwolves. James Harden finally gets a ring along with Joel Embiid and wins his first and probably only finals MVP. So we got new pictures here, which is cool. You got Dirk retiring now, Stan Van Gundy, KG again. All right, that's pretty cool. I like that they included Kevin Garnett. I'm a big Kevin Garnett fan. All right, let's hit the draft lottery. We obviously don't have any draft picks, but we can just see maybe something changed here. No, it doesn't look like anything changed at all. Warriors look like they were bad. That's surprising. Rockets end up with a number 1 overall pick, followed by the Magic, Pistons, Wizards, Hornets. I'm surprised like the Pacers weren't in here. The Pacers are all the way at 16, so they were in the playoffs. Surprising. I did not think that the Indiana Pacers were a playoff team, but the more you know. Oh boy, here we go. It's because I haven't done this before. I get it. I know. Darvin Ham. I don't think Darvin Ham is necessarily like a top 10 head coach right now. I think that maybe he could maybe one day get there. I'm not going to fire him. We just had a pretty good year. So Darvin Ham, we're rolling with the punches, and you will remain our head coach. Let's head up to the draft. I do not believe we'll have any draft picks. I forgot I have to hit this button every time. We do have the 26th overall pick. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and make a pick. Let's go ahead and see who is available for us here on the board. Maybe somebody would come off the bench. Dylan Mitchell, at least I've heard of him. So these are probably the 3 guys I'm considering. And the reason I'm saying that is because I can kind of see their overalls. I know a lot of you guys always say kind of go by DE rank or 2K prospect rank, whatever you want to call it. But when I can kind of see the overalls, I think that's probably the way I'm going to lean a little bit. I've heard of Amen Thompson as well. I actually might take him strictly based off the fact that his secondary position is shooting guard. Maybe could be, I don't want to say replacement for Austin Reeves, but like, I don't know. I kind of like this a little bit. Amen Thompson, my first official draft pick in 2K23. Welcome to the Los Angeles Lakers. He's a 75 overall, so he's already a higher overall than Austin Reeves. I'll bring back Cameron Payne, Scottie Pippen Jr., Cole Swider, or Switter. I think it's Swider. I'm probably just not even going to able to find a trade for them. They're on 2-way contracts, so I'm just going to let them go. You know, obviously, if Scottie Pippen Jr. had any potential like his dad, maybe I would do that. Austin Reeves, I'll give a qualifying offer to. Cam Johnson's definitely somebody I want to get a qualifying offer out to. So, we are here in free agency. Interesting free agency here. So Cam Johnson, Thomas Bryant, and Javonte Green are our big free agent, our big free agents, I should say. We obviously don't have any cap space. It'd be cool if we had cap space, but it's not a terribly bad free agent class. It's not the most talented one I've ever seen. Yeah, we're just really not going to have any money to spend. So let's just kind of go make do with what we got. Beverly's a free agent as well. Pat Beverly might be a sign and trade guy for me, and the reason I say that is just because he's getting a little old on the age of 35 now. And again, if this is a realistic rebuild, I'm never doing a sign and trade. But you know what? I'm also going to test something else out here. When you sign them in moratorium, is it still going to give them their qualifying offer, or did they finally fix it? I'm assuming they probably didn't fix it. Thomas Bryant's a very serviceable backup center for Anthony Davis. So, yeah, let's make some signings right now. I'd like to bring back Javonte Green as well. I'm just going to bring back everybody. And then from there, we're going to decide what trades we want to make. So, I'm going to also give an offer here to Javonte Green. Not bad money. Yep, nope, they didn't fix it. Cam Johnson's still getting that qualifying offer. Why would I expect the 2K change to fix anything? I really shouldn't have, I guess. All right. Wait, did we not re-sign? Did we not bring back Austin Reeves? Could have sworn I brought back Austin Reeves. All right, so let's see what we got here in free agency. Let's see some needs first for this team. I mean, obviously, I'm probably going to move on from Beverly, and I'll probably have to include something with some substance in this trade, which kind of does suck, but I would like like an actual, not an actual point guard. Pat Beverly's, well, he's actually like a shooting guard right now, but you know what I'm saying? I'd like somebody who's a lot better. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's find that trade. I think it would be awesome if we could get De'Aaron Fox here on this team. He would obviously be an upgrade at the starting point guard spot. I think De'Aaron Fox, to being honest with you guys, I've actually said this a couple times before, I don't think he gets enough respect, and I don't know if that has to do with the fact that he's in Sacramento and just in hell over there or what. But I'd like to get De'Aaron Fox, obviously still a really young player, really good player. So Gordon Hayward, Patrick Beverly is my offer. You'll see why I'm including both these players in a second. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to do player pick and then just sort it by this. It's annoying. It's a big pain in the ass. I honestly don't really like it. I'd give up a couple first because this would probably solidify our point guard spot for the rest of the video, and it just takes 2 firsts. And we officially have De'Aaron Fox as our new starting point guard, 25 years old, adding a little bit of youth to this team. Definitely excited about that. So him and Scary Terry will be our backcourt. The reason I'm doing that, I'm just going to leave Amen Thompson at the backup small forward spot. He's going to back up LeBron James. Then hopefully I'm bringing back Austin Reeves, and we are officially set. I don't know. Did I pronounce Austin Reeves accidentally? I don't know if I did. Is it R-E-A-V? Yeah. He has a qualifying offer, though, so he really can't go anywhere. I'm not going to renounce it, and I guess I'll just see you guys at the start of year 2. We had a really impressive season last year, carrying us all the way to a 2 seed. Unfortunately, we came up a little bit short. We lost in the Western Conference Finals, but this team made a couple upgrades this offseason. I'm excited to see what happens. Starting 5 got better. De'Aaron Fox, Terry Rozier, LeBron James, Cam Johnson, and Anthony Davis. De'Aaron Fox definitely helps that starting 5. With that, we kind of lost a little bit of depth on our bench, and the bench got a little bit worse. So if we don't win a championship this year, well, I'll be focusing on the bench. Anyways, it definitely will be probably my number 1 focal point this coming off season. It's Cameron Payne, Thomas Bryant, Amen Thompson, Javonte Green, and Austin Reeves, who just accepted his qualifying offer. Let's see what happens. I'll see you guys at the end of year 2, hopefully with a championship. You honestly love to see it. Jason Tatum winning an MVP award. I think we won 52 games on the season, which honestly isn't too bad. But I'm very happy with Jason Tatum winning an MVP. If you didn't know, Celtics fan here. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. He actually went number 3 overall to the Detroit Pistons. I'm surprised. Generational prospect, 7'5", 8-foot wingspan, and he falls to number 3. Interesting. Jaden Ivey, 6th Man of the Year in Detroit. Anthony Davis, 2nd straight DPOY. I will take that. Daniel Gafford, Most Improved. Doc Rivers, head coach of the 76ers. Are they going to be an OP team here in 2K23? Only time will tell. The Warriors weren't even in the playoffs last year. Like, they had a lottery pick, and they're all the way back to a 1 seed. I guess the Warriors are pretty good at that. We go 52-30, so we tie them for the best record here in the Western Conference. 76ers with 63 wins, though. They're going to be scary. So let's look at player stats here. Points per game. We were led by LeBron James, followed by Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox. All over 18 points a game. That's awesome. Scary Terry, Cam Payne, Cameron Johnson, Thomas Bryant, Amen Thompson. Not a bad rookie year. Austin Reeves, Javonte Green. Is that Devon Reed down there? Yes, it is. I always love to see the random players at 2K signs for me. All right, let's sim the plan once again, see who we got here. It's the Memphis Grizzlies, another really talented team here. And not one that I particularly want to face, but it's one that I unfortunately... Oh, shit. I don't want to go out like this in the first round to a playing team. Come on. All right, we're battling back, and we lose in 7. Wow. They get my hopes up. Well, actually, no. They kick me in the fucking balls. They get my hopes up, and then they kick me in the balls even harder. That sucks. We lost to a play-in team, albeit one that probably shouldn't have been in the play-in. Steph Curry, Western Conference Finals MVP. I wanted to just sim the finals. And the 76ers go back-to-back. Joel Embiid Finals MVP this time. Looks like the 76ers are going to be a tough team here in 2K23. So I'm not starting 2K23 without a championship. I'm just not. I refuse to do it. Wait, oh shit. Fuck. Oh, shit. I knew it was coming. I probably could have overridden it. Overridden it? That sucks, though. That really does suck because, obviously, that's, a top 2 player of all time. I'm not getting into that debate right now, but that leaves a gaping hole on this team. Darvin Ham is here. I just want to see, is Stauffer here? Did Mike Stauffer, one of the developers in 2K, finally take himself out? I don't know if he's not here. I'm not going to fire Darvin Ham for now, but yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with this team now because ultimately LeBron was he was obviously a big part of this team, and that honestly hurts us a lot. And Anthony Davis declines. At least we're going to have cap space. Austin Reeves, oh goody. At least Austin Reeves has a qualifying offer. All right. I just don't know if I have enough money. There's no way I have enough money for like a Kawhi and re-signing Anthony Davis. There's just no shot. But I think I honestly might give it a go. I might. Which means I might have to like trade like Terry Rozier and Thomas Bryant. But like, you know what? I think I can get this to go. I'm going to give Kawhi Leonard a big offer. He has a real offer. Wow, the Raptors and the Clippers both, 5 years, $273 million. That's the most lets me give him. I'll give him a no trade clause and a player option. Are we at the top of his list? We're not even at the top of his list. He wants to go back to Toronto. I need to get somebody else. I legitimately just cannot just leave this team like this. It's restricted, obviously. Jaylen Brown would definitely also be on my list of guys I'd love to have on this team. Does he want to come to the Lakers? It's going to kill me to see him in a Lakers jersey. And obviously, I do have to give Anthony Davis a contract as he has offers from the Kings and the Magic. So I'm going to pay AD. I don't even know if this is going to be possible. What is that? What is 193 divided by 4? I don't know if it's going to be possible for me to go ahead and even, get both of these guys, but I definitely got to give it a go. It's around 48.25 a year. Holy shit, I really got to pay this dude. Please tell me he wants to come back. All right, cool. Obviously, I cannot afford both of them. We have $1 million in cap space right now. If I let everybody go, that's $13 million. And how much did I give Jaylen Brown a year? I give him a player option that doesn't help it. It's something absolutely astronomically insane. So I basically have to trade everybody. Let's find some trades. This is not a good trade, and it's one that honestly could hurt us because we're sending, Terry Rozier to a, opponent in the same conference, one that was just a 1 seed. But Tyrese Proctor is cheap, and he's had a really impressive rookie season. So I'm going to make this trade for him. Obviously, I don't know if this is enough money. I don't know if it saves us enough to be able to get both of these guys, but I'm hoping it's relatively close. $33 million is just over. Shit. I still need to probably trade De'Aaron Fox, which is kind of unfortunate. Maybe I could actually just do it with Thomas Bryant, which I would definitely be much more willing to do. Anybody want to just give me a pick? Like every single one of these trades, I'm taking back money, which is obvious. Okay, this is beautiful. Does this now give me enough money? Jaylen Brown. All right, I'm left with $2 million in cap space. And before I let that go through, would I prefer to maybe trade Amen Thompson and Javonte Green just because I won't have a starting power forward now because I have to renounce the rights on Cameron Thomas. That's not who I'm thinking of. What the hell is this fucking Cameron Johnson? Shit. I just can't do it. It's just the math doesn't math. I need to clear up like another like $4 million. So if I'm going to do this, obviously it means like Javonte Green and probably Amen Thompson are both gone, which is going to absolutely screw this bench. But I think I'll definitely take the starter at the end of the day. So that's not enough, is it? I don't think it is. Nope, it's not. What are we off by? $4 million? Oh, shit. I might have just done that for nothing. Unless I can trade De'Aaron Fox maybe for somebody who's a little bit cheaper. I'm all over the place right now. This is my first rebuild. But I just need somebody who's just like a little bit cheaper. I don't want to trade De'Aaron Fox like Anthony Simons. Would I do that? Probably. You know what? I'll take Anthony Simons. Let's do it. Just because I need to bring back, like, obviously, I need to get the best of both worlds. I need to bring back Cameron Johnson and obviously sign Jaylen Brown as well. So, yeah, that's a lot. That's a swift kick in the balls. I'm going to pray to God that Cameron Johnson doesn't get any offers right now. And obviously, he has two, but they're not real offers. So, we get Jaylen Brown and Anthony Davis. it just sucks that LeBron retired. Like, that's where we really kind of got screwed. Come on, Cam. CJ, let's go. All right, welcome back to Lakers. So, obviously, there's no replacing LeBron James. You don't just replace LeBron James. But I think we did a good enough job of hopefully getting a second star in this team where maybe we can be competitive. Tyrese Proctor's a shooting guard? I don't know why I thought he was a point guard. I thought he was a shooting guard. We're probably just going to move Jaylen Brown to the starting small forward spot. And then we're going to move... who would I rather play at shooting guard? Tyrese Proctor, 6'5". Yeah, I'll play him at shooting guard. All right, so the starting five is figured out, but our bench is absolutely brutal, so that's what we're going to work on now. And, yeah, so I want to bring back 36-year-old Pat Beverly. It looks like regression's gone down a little bit. I would love to bring in a guy like Jordan Clarkson, actually. Definitely provide some scoring off the bench. I'll bring back Cameron Payne as well, if this is a possibility. And what do I need now? A power forward? Eric Pascal or Blake Griffin? Damn, man. What could have been? I'm actually going to sign Batum, and then I'm also going to sign somebody else. Let me just sign, like, do I want Schroeder here? I'll sign Batum and Hernan Gomez. I'm sorry this is taking forever. And then I'm going to trade both of them along with a first-round pick in hopes of an upgrade at the backup power forward spot. So I apologize. We kind of made do. Shit, wrong button. We kind of made do with what we had today. And unfortunately, it was not a good situation with LeBron retiring. But I think we did a pretty good job of kind of rebuilding this team a little bit. Of course, I'm not getting offered a single player here. How tall is Dylan Mitchell? He's 6'7". He's going to be my new backup power forward. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year. I thought I was going to be done making trades, and then I found this one here with the Sacramento Kings. We're going to do this one. Just looking at the numbers, Keegan Murray's obviously in a much different situation than what Cameron Johnson was in. But I don't think ultimately it's really that much of a downgrade if it's a downgrade at all. I mean, we're also going to acquire Josh Hart here, who's going to be a really good bench piece for us, which maybe allows me to make even another trade now. Because we see the way this roster is kind of constructed. Tyrese Proctor's also up to an 82 overall, so I'm definitely going to keep him. But we do not need both of these guys. Or maybe I move Amen Thompson to the backup shooting guard spot or something like that. But I still think we can maybe find one one more trade. We're going to try to get Deshaun Highland here from the Denver Nuggets. We're going to offer them Cameron Payne, Jordan Clarkson for Gary Harris. And Deshaun Highland, I have a decent amount of picks, like 3 first, and you know what? You can take them all just because it's the final season. Deshaun Highland comes to this team. We definitely improved our bench a little bit, which obviously I think is going to hopefully go ahead and help us win more games. So who do I want to move to the shooting guard spot? Josh Hart or Amen Thompson? I mean, Josh Hart's a little bit shorter. Yeah, they both kind of go down. I'll just move Josh Hart there. That's fine. Let me set the rotation, and I'll be back. It is the third and final season for us here in LA. We had a lot of challenges last offseason as LeBron James decided to retire. I mean, the man was almost 40. I really don't blame him at this point. But it definitely kind of screwed our offseason up a little bit, and it definitely kind of hurt my plans. But I think we adapted in a really good way, and we kind of made this team something that I think hopefully could maybe be a contender. Anthony Simons, Tyrese Proctor, Jaylen Brown, Keegan Murray, and Anthony Davis is the starting 5. The bench also got better. I would say definitely to Josh Hart, Deshaun Highland, Amen Thompson, Dylan Mitchell, and Trent Wofford. I think this team could hopefully be a top 2 seed again. I'll see you guys at the end of the third and final year. Obviously, I already saw our record. We went 64-18. Our best record yet by far in this. I would say our bench is the best it's ever been, but we obviously lost an unbelievable player in LeBron James. So I was really surprised at 64 wins. John Morant, MVP, very impressive season from him. Jerry Dawkins, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm not really sure who this is, but wins Rookie of the Year. Jay Ivey, 6th Man of the Year. Second straight season, Giannis wins DPOY. He used to win it a lot more, but I guess Anthony Davis' time is now. He's won 2 in this video. Cameron Whitmore, most improved. Darvin Ham, head coach, 64-18, as I mentioned. Unbelievably impressive season. Not a season that I really saw coming. 7 games ahead of the Houston Rockets, and yeah, best record in the league. Let's take a look at the numbers before we do get into the playoffs right now. Points per game. No, that's per 36. There we go. 20.5 points per game for Jaylen Brown. Anthony Davis took a little bit of the backseat in the scoring department, but Keegan Murray was tremendously impressive. Still very happy I made that trade. Tyrese Proctor was solid. Anthony Simons, Highland, Hart. I mean, that trade that we made to kind of open up this season before we started simming was I think the one that kind of helped us a ton. The kind of the one that maybe could push us over the edge here. We got the Trailblazers here in round 1. Dame Dollar, Shaden Sharp, Bohan Bogdanovic, and Yuka Kongu Nurkic. They have De'Aaron Fox coming off the bench. Yeah, I mean, I guess we traded them De'Aaron Fox, so, it's interesting. I just feel like you could maybe find a way to get him in the starting 5, but that's just me. We're 2-2 with them right now. We go up 3-2. We're not losing in the first round again, right? Thank God. I want to win a championship. We're going to 7 games with a playing team. Yeah, this talented, very talented at that, Memphis Grizzlies team beat us last year in 7 games. I want revenge, and I want to go to the Western Conference Finals, and I want to win this time. We have to get through the Memphis Grizzlies, though, first. We're going to Game 7 again. I hate this game. I really do. Oh, not the way I wanted to start off 2K23. I almost said 2. 2K... the Magic are in the... What in the world? I don't even know what's going on here today. Alright, well, that was the first rebuild. We kind of made do with what we had. Obviously, they'll get better from here. I mean, this Lakers team's in a tough predicament. But no excuses. I should have won a championship. But nonetheless, 2K23. It's some small tweaks and basically just a carbon copy of 2K22. But that's fine. I don't really think anybody had high hopes. But I did really enjoy making this first rebuild, even though it didn't result in any championships. But if you guys enjoyed, you can do me a favor, leave a like down below. Would be greatly appreciated. Of course, we post videos basically every single day around here. So if you are new to the community, you want to see a ton of content here in 2K23 and a ton of rebuilds, hit that subscribe button, join the community. We'd love to have you. Of course, let me know down below in the comment section what you want to see as my second rebuild, as I haven't decided yet. And I'm taking your suggestions. Upvote the ones you want to see. Other than that, that wraps up this first rebuild here on 2K23. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.